Hey guys, McKenzie Fayne here for Afterbuzz TV. We are here at Megan Baumgart's clothing launch party, Megology. It's going to be an amazing event, and stay tuned. Amazing. Well, thank you so much, and thank you so much for hosting this amazing event. This is awesome.
Hopefully
so
I
enjoy.
don't drop the ball on them. Everybody did their part. I can't drop the ball now.
You're tuned in to Afterbuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I got the eye of the tiger.
I'm not gonna sing right
trying.
now. I can't right now.
Second buzzer. Well, that's the thing, and that's what makes me so aggravated watching this and seeing some people go through it. You just think, who's gonna go pay to see that?
Right.
I always say that.
It's such a cool. It was great. I did like the cats, and I felt the same way. But
To your point, you said who's gonna actually watch that. There are cat cafes, like there's that cat cafe around in LA where people
That's
go.
LA.
Right, but that's
Stop.
it's LA and it's a cafe. It's not Dolby Theater.
But you have to pay like $20, $25, and people do it
Stop
Really?
to
it.
sit and drink coffee
But
with
just go out of
cats.
theater.
I did like Noah.
gonna say
I think Simon was dead on when he said he didn't think that we saw anything close to what he's
Right.
capable of.
Right.
You can do the same on mine. It's on Instagram at McKenzie Fayne. Do I think that we're in a day and age where you're coming up and you're gonna need to work harder and if that means that you have to work at Dunkin' Donuts, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then go play a gig 7 to midnight, then absolutely. But no, yeah, you're right. It wouldn't have to stay like that forever.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that one of the biggest things Kevin has ever said to me was hard now, easy later, or easy now, hard later. And that's always stuck with me. I think that's a great piece of advice for you viewers to hear.
Outstanding.
But we don't even hear it. We hear awkward laughs, awkward looks at the camera, just nothing natural. And again, like, I loved her. I respect her. I think she's great at what she does. Like, you can't knock that. But at the same time, this just isn't a position. There's few people in the world that can be a Maria Menounos and do everything. And be good and perfect and amazing at everything.
And it's kind of like finding your lane and staying in your lane.
And you know what? These new characters, I love finding out new characters, and then over the weeks of these episodes, them developing and figuring out new. And in these suspense shows, you never know who's gonna be the bad guy. Oh, where's the good guy? You never really know. So, how excited! Gosh, you're freaking me out. I don't know. I feel like I should know. I feel like it's one of those things where it's right in front of your face. I watched this movie. It's called The Life of David Gale. Have you ever heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen it though.
Oh my gosh, you have to see it. And it's one of those things. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody because I seriously think it's but it's right in front of your face the whole time, the mystery. And this is one of those, and I think it's going to be really good. You guys can find me on Instagram at McKenzie Fayne.
All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Good point that Paul did that.
Yeah. I think it's hard nowadays, especially like with nose jobs. Nobody really talks about that. I feel like, and that's a really tough thing. And the only, not everybody's gonna have a Blake Lively experience where she goes in with this nose and then she comes out looking like I felt like a totally different person, kind of, because that nose makes her. I mean, let's be real. Yeah. And that's such a high expectation.
But I want to hear what your favorite parts of this episode were. McKenzie, start us off.
Oh, Lord, putting me on the spot. Okay. I think one of my favorite parts of the episode was probably when Angela and Charles played basketball. I thought that was really cool. I'm not really the biggest fan of Charles because he's a cheater and that freaks me out. But yeah, I thought it was really sweet how they played basketball and they just really connected on such a natural level.
Yeah.
I think it's a good response.
Yeah, and it was a really good way. It wasn't like a troll, mean person
Yeah.
kind of tweet to her. So that was nice. And I mean, people do slip up. We are human. Everybody, you know, it is what it is. And the fact that Chloe acknowledged it and she was just like, oh, I'm just sorry. You know, it was really nice.
We're kind of all in the dumps this week.
This, I have to say, this is my kind of episode.
Yep, I agree.
Last week, I was like not really feeling it, but this week is like every bit of it I'm obsessed with. The drama, the craziness, everything was so good.
Yeah,
I have so
agree.
much to say. I will shed some light in this little segment too, though, just because we need it here before we get into the craziness. But so Leah, every time she's in the car with her girls, right, she's always talking so deeply to them, and they do not care.
No.
They do not care. They roll their eyes. Well, I'm gonna go right on ahead and give mine to Javi.
Oh my god.
Because I seriously loved how he handled that situation, because we've seen in the past when Devon had situations with Roxy, Bree's mom, he gets up on the table, you know, they're screaming, shouting, he leaves. But Javi was super composed and cool and just chill, and I really applaud him for that. I thought that was very stand-up of him.
All right.
Oh, well, there's seriously some sketchy stuff going on with the dad. So in the beginning, when they're trying to figure out who's going to go to Millwood, the town, to figure out, to handle this case, her dad was in on the meeting, and she's like, no, I don't want Joanna going. No, Joanna, you're not going. And he was very adamant about it. And I thought it was odd, but I didn't think why. And then when she's in the bar and she gets punched in the face, and all we hear from the girl that punches her in the face is, oh, you're so-and-so's daughter? Yeah. David, you know, whoever, forgot his name, but we'll get it. Don't worry, guys. You know, the daughter gets punched in the face, and then when she's standing outside the house, the cop comes up. She's like, I used to live here. And he was saying, oh, you're so-and-so's daughter? Right. I didn't think he'd ever show his face here again. So it's like, we're going to, you know, I don't want to save it for predictions, but like, we're going to see something's going to unravel there.
It was kind of cringeworthy because she was trying to ask all these questions and he was like half answering them. What were your thoughts?
I was dying when his phone rang and he was like, whoever this is, I'm going to pick up because I want to be out of this conversation. But it's interesting. Like, he even admits, he's so open about he feels guilty. He feels guilty that he's moving on. He feels uncomfortable talking about it. He feels uncomfortable. So, I don't know. It's weird. And we don't even really hear her name. Nobody says Sophia.
Right.
Like, it's just your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, she randomly had to just throw it in there somewhere because she probably feels subconsciously guilty. Wait, I see what you're saying, because you said this last time too. You said she could be saying anything like, I love you, and she's yelling. So that's true. She comes into the meeting like, why'd you say that? Why did you blah, blah, blah? And it's like, if she went in there and she was like, this was so uncalled for. I can't even believe that you are so ashamed of yourself, that you would say these things about my kids and about one of their fathers. For a country with the word united part of it, our country has never been more divided. Mr. Donald Trump has been named the President of the United States, and with that has come much joy as well as hatred. Now let's go around here at Eastern and ask some of the students what their thoughts are about the election.